Hey, Libra, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your October 2024 career and money reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra. We have, starting off here, you have Work Smart, Einstein coming up here. So some of you are finding ways to simplify your life. Time management is showing up here for you as well. This is about you utilizing that beautiful, powerful, logical mind that you have, and maybe even coming up with some new inventions, some new creative ideas. Perhaps it's time to clean house. Maybe personally and professionally is what I'm getting here. Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending, and maybe even put some money aside because you may need it, just because I see that there could be an unexpected expense for you this month. But I feel like it's out of your control, and you will have the funds or the help, because right next to it we have helper. This could even be health. Medical, like a medical bill, a vet bill. It could be a vehicle situation where something comes up that you need to pay. Okay, don't be alarmed though, because with the helper next to it, I feel like you have support. I'm getting resourcefulness, so resources, or someone could be very resourceful. You may be someone who shops around and you could get a really good deal for a part, or you may know, a person who's a mechanic that can save you some money. I just like this help energy here, because sometimes things happen, right, unexpectedly. And I'm also seeing that if this is a renewal, let's say car insurance, because we do see the car here, or if there's some sort of trial that is getting renewed, I feel like it's important to stay on top of it, or to write it down on your schedule, because you may not want that renewal, or that trial period could end and you get charged. That's what I see here showing up. So deal with things ahead of time and try to prepare for the unexpected before it happens. I also see for some of you, this could be preventative care for your health or for your vehicle. Get that oil change, go to the doctor and get that thing checked up, whatever it is for you. I want you to be prepared, because I feel like that could save you maybe time, and it could save you money as well. So again, not to instill fear, but I feel like you will have help. And also, you're highly intuitive, Libra. So I feel like you're going to know about this prior, even though it says unexpected. I feel like you may have some sort of inkling, or it's going to show up for you where you'll have a little bit of time to deal with it. So it's not like you'll scramble. Look at, as we're talking about that, you have the 5 of Wands, and this is about resolving conflict. It's showing up in reverse. You also have luck, I see here at the bottom, and we have perfectionist. Some of you could be perfectionist. I know I struggle with that myself at times, and I feel like you've been working on yourself in a big, profound way, and that has been instrumental to your career and your money flow, Libra. All right, we're just getting all of the cards out here on your Celtic cross. There's a judgment call being made, I see, in October. Makes sense. A lot of you are born in the month of October or late September, being a Libra. But we do see here that luck meets opportunity. There's an opportunity to really grow and advance. You have the rebel showing up here, and I love the rebel, because this reminds me of the Queen of Swords anyway, which is you. And when the rebel shows up, she's a system buster. He or she, doesn't matter. You can be female or male for these readings. You could be a system buster, someone who is here to break against or go against a situation, not to be a troublemaker, not to be, a rebel without a cause, but this is my rebel with a cause. And I feel like you are someone who could be an entrepreneur, or you're here to teach others a better way, hence the trailblazer. Now, you may have had some limiting beliefs, Libra, that may have been limiting your abundance or may have set you back. And I'm going to look at the perfectionist card here because I feel like that may have been something that's held you back. But you see that it's crossed out here. And this is deep in the subconscious. Bottom of the deck are the cards that were pulled here. And so I feel like subconsciously you've been working on this, or it's been brought to your conscious awareness so you can work through it. And you may have given up, or you may be working on giving up perfectionism because it's causing some sort of delay. It says you'll never get ahead if you don't overcome perhaps the fear of failure. And I feel like you are entering into a new phase of your career, of your finances, but it is going to require you to overcome that fear of failure and to give up your perfectionism and to really work with that energy here. You are enough. You have what it takes to improve your finances. And that could also be something you are, rebelling against, is that old belief. You're saying, wait a second, that doesn't help me. What can I do to reprogram? What do I need to unlearn in order to learn a new, smarter way, with Einstein showing up here? So you could be making it harder than it has to be. Sometimes the solutions are simple, right? Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending. Maybe put some money aside. But I also see here with the luck card, you could be maybe treating yourself, or there may be a bit of a windfall, which, like I said, even though we have something unexpected, with the windfall card, I feel like you're going to have it covered, or you're going to have a helper that is able to replace an item for half the price or at no cost, whatever this may be for you, or you're able to talk to someone in finances and you're able to lower a cost or lower a payment. I feel like whatever this is for you, though, don't worry about it. Or maybe it's coming up now, so you don't panic when it shows up, because it will be supported. The universe is going to help in some way, shape, or form, because you will receive a windfall just in time, or you're going to get that heads up of perhaps that trial that's expiring, or some sort of subscription that's expiring. You're going to get a heads up and be able to kind of cancel, plan, or deal with it before it goes into, something big, like a big downfall. You have actually the windfall here. Now you also have helper. Think before you offer help. Set healthy boundaries, Libra. You could be a cashier, you may be a sales rep, you may work in a call center, or any other field where you help or assist others. Maybe you are an assistant, or you help people. I'm getting helping people through life's challenges. So maybe you're a therapist or a coach or a mentor, but you are here to help. And I feel like this windfall says you're going into a positive cycle, right? You currently could be, or you're about to embark upon a new cycle, because some of you, it's like right when you wanted to launch forward, right when you wanted to cut ties or end an old way of thinking, it's like that belief creeped back in, or it felt like there may have been a rejection or something out of your control came up, and it almost feels like you spiraled back into that loop, Libra. And maybe there was a little bit of redundancy or repetitiveness, but I feel like you're stepping out of that. And that's why we have this shift. Okay, this is a great time to really shift into this abundant mindset. And it may even look like a bit of a conundrum here, or a bit ironic with the unexpected, possibly unexpected, financial situation that comes up. But then we have the windfall. So again, seeing the glass half empty or half full. What if we see that we have a glass in general, right? What if we see it from more of a neutral point of view, which is what you're all about, balance, right? So instead of maybe picking a side, how can we look at it from a higher perspective and be grateful and really adopt that mindset instead of constantly trying to swing that pendulum? Finding balance might be driving you a little crazy, Libra. And I feel when you can step back from it and say, wait a second, why do I have to see the glass as half full or half empty? I mean, there's a glass there in general, that's pretty awesome. It means that I can fill it as I choose, and I can be grateful that it's there. There's a container to hold the energy. So, I mean, this could even be seeing things from a new perspective that perhaps you haven't had access to, or it may have been hidden from your view. I mean, we are in eclipse season, so you're going to see a lot of things that maybe you didn't have privy to or knowledge to. There's a sense of heightened awareness around you, and I feel like luck is on your side, and you are the creator of your luck, right? But this is luck meets opportunity, and I feel like it's because you are the rebel. You are the trailblazer here, an entrepreneur, or you are someone who is here to pave the path for future generations. This could be your own children. This could be the coworkers that you work with. It could be your clients. It could be, maybe a social media presence. Whomever this is for you, no matter how small or large it is, it all makes a difference, Libra. And I feel like this right here is part of your calling. All right. And we see a shift, taking your career in a different direction. You have the courage to change course, continue to grow, change, and learn. And that kind of pulls us into your first card out here in the Celtic cross is the Six of Swords. It is in reverse though. So this is an opportune moment to say, do I want to keep doing what I've been doing and getting the same results? Or is it time for a pivotal shift when it comes to mindset, when it comes to beliefs, when it comes to action? And I feel like now more than ever, because we are in Libran season in the month of October, right? I feel like now you're really doing the reevaluating and reassessing. Who do I want to work with? You may be changing, some of the ways that you put yourself out there. Maybe you're changing your resume up a bit. You could be changing the structures of your business model. Some of you are changing your logo. You could be changing I'm getting like the naming of a company. You could be selling, buying, deciding to go elsewhere. I just feel like change is brewing here because Six of Swords is having the courage to change course, continuing to grow because you've reached the end of a cycle where you can't continuing to go the direction you're on because you've outgrown the box or container that it was in, right? I feel like there's something about outgrowing a situation. You've expanded. It's like that old pair of shoes when you're 6 years old and your toes starting to, really crunch up against that shoe and it's uncomfortable. So Libra, I feel like it's time to get yourself a new pair of shoes here. Ones that, it may at first feel a little bit uncomfortable as you're breaking them in, but I feel like this shift is going to feel so much better because it's aligned with who you truly are. And that's why you have the shift coming up here with the Six of Swords. So don't be reluctant to change. Even if it's an old ratty pair of shoes that you absolutely love, when it starts to get uncomfortable, though, is when change needs to happen. Or it becomes stagnant, right? It becomes stagnant or it's not protecting you in some way, shape, or form. And I'm referring back to the shoes, but I feel like this is important because, if we've been in the same pair of shoes for quite some time, they become holy and they don't protect us or do what they're supposed to do, right? Protect our feet. And in this case, I feel like there's something about you protecting what you've worked so hard to keep maybe healthy or keep flowing or some sort of abundance, because I'm also getting here, I am getting some sort of security. I don't know if this is security. Maybe some of you have home security systems. This could be cyber security. I'm just getting a beefing up of security or maybe changing some passwords. It does not mean that, someone's going to break in. But these things are good to have planned and prepared is what I'm getting. Not preparing for a break-in because you have, luck here. You have protection, but it's good to have these things in play in case, right? And I feel like some of you have already bought the shoes in a sense, quote unquote, but I feel like they've been sitting in your closet. It's like you've been ready, but why haven't you put them on? What's the fear? What's the hold up here? And Six of Swords as your first card out is about a new journey. Don't cling to the old ways or to the old fears because of A, B, or C. You name it. Could be perfectionism, right? It could be fear of failure. It could be imposter syndrome. It could be feeling like you don't have enough talent, knowledge, or wisdom. Whatever it is for you, move on from it, Libra, because you are all that in a bag of chips here. I see that with the 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Cups above you. This is emotional fulfillment. It's going to bring you all the way, but you have to be willing to step into this energy. You have to be willing to embrace it, okay? And not let fear hold you back. This is a spiritual journey, but it requires you to cut ties with the old ways of doing things or old beliefs or old structures that no longer are helping you grow, right? It's like it's been locked into a container and there's no growth. Now, what's crossing your path is growth. Three of Coins. Three of Coins is showing up saying, if there's a lesson that's been unlearned, you're going to repeat it, right? That's where that maybe redundancy or repetition comes in. But it's showing up here in your energy for a reason. To me, I feel like you've learned something. You've learned a lot of very valuable information when it comes to your career, your finances, law of attraction. I'm even getting your own spiritual self. You've done some deep work. You really have. And I feel like there could even be a new class that you are thinking about taking, or you could be studying for some sort of certification at this time. Three of Coins, you can see the books. And I feel like the challenge can be other people at times not pulling their weight. It can be other people not showing up when you need them, or it could be you wearing so many different hats that you feel like you're struggling to take that next step up because you're playing many different roles. If you've expanded in maybe your business, you may need to call in people to help. If you are working for someone and you may be short-staffed, or perhaps other people need to kind of come in, and maybe you need to delegate a little bit more. With the Three of Coins, when this is in the upright and it's showing up as crossing your path, so it could be a challenge at times, it can be a hard time finding good help or taking that next step up because there's so much going on. And I feel a little bit of hermit energy. Now, I don't see the hermit in your reading, but I feel like you've had to do something solo for quite some time, or maybe it's felt like you've been on a little bit of a solo venture. And I am getting teamwork making the dream work. Other people in your energy. There could even be people who are trying to sabotage, or they could be jealous of your success, or it feels like there's a hold up here. A person, place, or thing, or a belief, or an energy. It just feels like there's a bit of a hold up that you may feel like you have to play this role. You have to, support this company or this individual or whatever it may be, maybe due to people pleasing even. And that may be prolonging your growth or your gratification. Okay. But it's showing up here saying you have an opportunity to flip this into the upright this month. And when we flip it up into the upright, it's skilled work. It's cooperation. It's teamwork. It is about, skillful planning, organizational skills, and time management. And I see that these are all areas that you can really improve and step up into, instead of feeling like sometimes you're taking one step forward to take two steps back. This is the month where you really allow yourself to advance. And I'm seeing it beautifully with your outcome and what's coming in here. Now, Libra, what's below you? Knight of Wands. Fearless action. Now, you are someone who may take risks, but they're calculated, right? You don't take impulsive risks. And I like this Knight of Wands because you see that this Knight of Wands, he is taking action, swift action. He's riding the motorcycle here, but he also is protected. He's wearing the helmet. He is going quite quickly, but I feel like he has a mission. And it's almost as if you're protected as you move towards this mission of yours. Remember, this is in the deep foundation. And when this Knight of Wands shows up, I feel like you are very enthusiastic about your mission here. This is about your curiosities. This is spontaneity and courage and perseverance and dedication. And even though the Knight of Wands gets a little bit of a bad rap, I like the Knight of Wands spontaneity and ability to just move forward, because sometimes as a Libra myself, we tend to get stuck in the planning stage of things, and it takes a little bit of a little while to get that fire lit behind us to finally take action. And the Knight of Wands is something we could use a little bit more of. So because this is in your foundation, I do feel like there could be an upcoming calculated risk that you may be taking, but it's going to launch you into a new timeline that really brings a lot more abundance and prosperity and resources. And I'm getting help with the helper. You could be a help to many, or you are calling in help in a big way, but it's going to require you to maybe ask or to take that step or take that leap in this direction. Now we do have the Knight of Swords showing up in the recent past. So we have two of the fastest knights showing up. So in the recent past, things may have been quite busy for you mentally, specifically. Some of you have had a lot of ideas. There may have been a lot of communication between you and a company, you and an organization, or you in a potential partnership here. Knight of Swords is an unstoppable force. And you can see here that both of these individuals, they're on motorcycles, and this guy is in full gear. He has his gloves on. He has, it's almost like he's leaving town. This person, it reminds me of heads California, tails Carolina. So I feel like, maybe that's significant. Some of you could be from California or Carolina, but it almost feels like you could be relocating, or you could be traveling. Maybe you're working remotely, or you're able to reach people from all corners of the globe in some way, shape, or form. But with these two fast moving energies, try to really focus on time management and taking care of you, making sure you are scheduling time out for your emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual well-being, because I see that you're a big helper, Libra, and maybe a lot of people are booking with you, connecting with you, asking you questions, or you could be the assistant in some way, shape, or form where, you're doing a lot of duties. You could be wearing a lot of hats. But you working smarter with this maybe new system, new schedule, new time management, it's actually going to help you. It's going to help you not feel so rushed or hurried or busied. Now we do see the 10 of Cups above you. 10 of Cups is the ultimate blessing, and it's here for you, Libra. This is a sense of service. It's a sense of togetherness. It's happiness and community. It is feeling emotionally fulfilled in your career, being of service, being able to help others. This is a sense of, gratification. You feel very grateful for all of the cups. Like I said, it's not just seeing the glass half full or half empty. It's saying, wow, I have cups. Maybe some people don't, right? And I feel like you are a blessing. And you're also seeing the miracles that are showing up for you, because miracles are a choice. They are a way of seeing the world, right? I forget who says it. You can see the world as a miracle, or choose to see from that mindset, or as if miracles only come in sporadically. And I feel like you're choosing to see life as a miracle. So some sort of perspective is shifting here in a profound way that is going to fulfill you emotionally. But I see action being taken. So it's not just wishful thoughts here, Libra. We have action backing up your dreams. And that's what leads to this ultimate blessing here. Any conflict in scheduling, be mindful again, because we don't want to get in the chariot and lose control because things are going too fast. Things are speeding up too quickly for you. This can also be, yes, it can be conflict in scheduling. It can be too many cooks in the kitchen type of energy. Just be mindful of drama or competition, adversity. There may be other people involved here that may want to cut you down a notch because they see that you're living a blessing here. They see that you're moving forward, but you deserve it. You've worked hard at this. You've worked long and hard. You deserve a win, many wins at that, Libra. And when the Five of Wands shows up here, I feel like some of you could even receive an apology. Let's say it's very hectic in the office and someone snaps, because it's bound to happen when things get chaotic, when there's deadlines and people are crunched, right? It's bound to happen. And I feel like there could even be an apology coming in for you. Like, hey, Libra, I'm sorry I had a stressful day. It wasn't right to snap. Please accept my apology. So I feel like there's going to be conflict resolution here, which is quite good because you don't want drama anyway, Libra. How are you doing? How are you feeling? This is about you starting fresh. This can be about life's purpose. The Judgment card is Scorpio. Some of you Librans like me may have many Scorpio placements in your chart, but the Judgment card says that at times you've struggled to let things go. At times you've struggled with that big old word called fear. The acronym I always say, false evidence appearing real. You may have even judged yourself. There's that perfectionism as well. Judging your work, judging the way you look, judging whatever it may be, to the point of perfectionism causing delays. I feel like you're shifting perspective. You see on this Judgment card the word karma. Some of you, it was part of your karmic lesson to work on that pattern, or to work on releasing that. And I see here that you are going through, a rebirth. This is redemption. It's, a trials and tribulations where you are not going back to that old version of you or that old cycle. This is letting go, Libra. And I feel like you are going through a spiritual rebirth here. And you may even see some profound changes, not just in Libran season, but Scorpio season, which is also in the month of October. October 23rd, I believe, is when the sun enters Scorpio. So you may see towards the end of the month that there's going to be some big judgments happening here for you. For those of you that are dealing with some of these karmic lessons, or if there's a judgment call, maybe in the legal system, towards the end of the month or towards Scorpio season, I actually feel like you're going to manifest a reward, but try to keep that mindset more abundant instead of worst case scenario, okay? Because sometimes you feel like there could be negative consequences, or you're focusing too much on the fears, and Spirit is saying you're not going to go back to that place. You've already learned some valuable lessons. That's why you have the Three of Pentacles stepping up here. It's why it's right here in your reading. So don't let imposter syndrome, self-doubt, criticism, fears, self-judgments, or even the judgments of others hold you back. Because some of you also dish out karma to others. Okay, some of you are the catalyst in other people up-leveling. Even though you may not see it, you could be the catalyst, and that may trigger other people, or that could at times bring a little bit of this conflict. But I feel like that's part of being a rebel, okay? Part of being a rebel here. You may upset a few people, but you don't have to please everyone. And that may be a belief, Libra, that we need to eradicate or work on, because some of you with those people pleasing or perfection tendencies, you want to please everyone, but it's impossible, right? And I feel like the rebel here is about you being authentic, you being yourself, and the right tribe, the right people, the right community, the right support is going to gravitate, towards your frequency, towards your energy. So try to be mindful of judgments cast upon you, but I do see a complete spiritual rebirth or overhaul happening during Scorpio season or the end of October. Now we see your confidence returning after feeling a bit fearful. We have the Queen of Wands. She is someone who glows. She's magnetic, right? So you're having a massive glow up this month, and what a perfect time to have it, right? In your season. And I am getting with this Queen of Wands. Some of you are influencers, you're leaders, you're very creative, very sharp, very witty. You're protective or protecting others in some way, shape, or form. I also feel like you're protecting your own energy. It's like being thrown a ball of fire, but you're like, wait a second, I'm made of fire, so that's not going to harm me. And it feels like you're realizing your potential and realizing, that you're not going to get burned when you're made of this fire energy. Okay, so whatever comes towards you, I feel like it's being bounced off, because I do see this strong layer of protection here, Libra. And I see you're very confident. Other people are attracted to your magnetism here. This can be someone who's an entrepreneur, very bold, very, very much a people person, someone who works in customer service or an office or can multitask quite well. And I feel has very good organizational skills here, excellent communicator you are. But I feel like this is an energy that you are embracing, that perhaps you haven't felt for quite some time, male or female, it doesn't matter, but you're receiving the energy that's coming towards you that feels positive. And if it is negative, I just feel like it's ricocheting or bouncing off because of that protective layer that you have worked on for quite some time for yourself, okay? This is also about being mindful of being too bossy, being over bossy when things feel a little bit busy. Just be mindful that you're not being too bossy or too controlling here, Libra. This can also be paying attention to your emotions, specifically maybe anger or impatience. That could come up here for you at times, is a little bit of impatience or anger. I also see that some of you may expect people to be at your level, and when they're not, you may get really impatient with them. Like, how do you not know that? How do you not understand? It's a simple task. Why can't you follow through? So just be mindful of, coming across as too much, but also set healthy boundaries. Find the balance between too much and healthy. Okay, that's going to be needed this month. Now, what are the hopes? What are the fears? Page of Cups. The hope is that this is going to bring a lot of happiness and excitement and creativity and intuition. I mean, Page of Cups is a beautiful energy here, and I do see a lot of excitement taking place here. Now, the fear is, what if I lose my momentum? What if I miss the signs? What if, I fall flat on my face? But Libra, what if you fly? Look at this cute little cherub. This little baby has some wings. So remember that every new beginning, you have to start somewhere, and you're going to fly. And I feel like there is something quite exciting. There could be a message coming in, communication coming in that really fulfills you. And this baby is holding in a bow and arrow. It almost feels like Cupid's arrow, right? So this could really be something you love, that you're focused on, and you're setting the intention and you're hitting the mark here. And the fear is, what if I miss? What if I miss the mark? What if I miss the signs? What if this isn't for me? Try to pull back on all the what ifs and tell yourself what else is possible, right? Instead of what could go wrong, what could go right? And really focus on staying in a playful energy, right? Life isn't meant to be taken so seriously. Keep your work playful. Be creative, inspirational. And I feel like this is a new opportunity. The hope is that you will have the new opportunity, and the outcome is you manifesting one. There's the Magician. The Magician is someone who's very skilled, very talented. He has abilities. He has gifts. He's a leader. He's an excellent communicator, very energetic. And this is you. This is the energy that you are putting out there. you are going to receive. And I see, because you're confident in your craft, because you're confident in your abilities, you're manifesting unlimited, hence the infinity symbol. You're embarking upon this path where there is infinite opportunities for abundance here. Maybe multiple streams of income for some of you. This could be, a wish fulfillment. This is also about you being an influencer in some way, just like the magician on stage is able to influence the audience. And I feel like you are using your magic for good. You're using your magic for good. And when we use our magic for good, it's sustainable. It's long term. It's when we manifest out of a place of fear that tends to be short-lived, or it doesn't truly align perhaps with what we really want. It can be a quick or instant fix. But what I see here is you're definitely in your power, and you're feeling confident, and you're coming from a heart-centered energy. It's also number 1, new beginnings. 10 October breaks down to 1. So this is beautiful. Libra, watch out. You are really stepping into the energy of Libran season and I feel like this is a big month for you. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Libra? October 2024, career, finances, money. Fork in the road. So there is going to be a choice. There's going to be a decision that you make here. Do you stay in the Six of Swords and go back around? Or is it time to step up your game in some way, shape, or form? It's card 13. 13 in tarot is the death. I feel like you're going to end this chapter or end an old paradigm because you've learned the lesson. Now, the message is all about decision time, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to obligations, to making a necessary choice. And the prosperity message for you, Libra, is this. You've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're faced with a choice. Inherent in this choice is the need for change, for evolution, and for bettering your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. Who do I need to become, and what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction. For the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you towards your well-being. Yeah, try not to get lost in indecision or that analysis paralysis or self-judgments here with the judgment card. And I feel like you're going to choose to put an end to a situation that no longer serves you. There's definitely a new beginning coming in here for you, Libra. So you could be faced with this decision point, which goes hand in hand with that Six of Swords that we see here. And it kind of goes back to that outgrown pair of shoes. You're meant to come to this crossroads here because you're meant to grow, expand, and evolve and take your career to the next level, whatever that may be for you. Now, because we have the Judgment showing up a little bit sideways, I feel like it keeps going like this, but it's in your energy. I'm going to read the protection message for you, even though you are very much protected. And I feel like you're stepping out of, some sort of perfectionism. We're going to read the protection. Indecision can be extremely frustrating, and it will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even by this oracle, right? Not even to this oracle, not even to, the boss or anyone. Trust in your own intuition, Libra. By not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable for. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. So that kind of goes hand in hand with the Three of Coins as your challenge, right? And it says lessons unlearned. So if there is a lesson that, hasn't been learned, the universe is going to give you another chance. But because I see here that this is a pivotal part of your career, this is a juncture that you're on, and it's card 13, which is the death, I have a feeling you are going to manifest this reward. And it's, you stepping into your courage, your power, trusting your intuition, and making choices that you can trust instead of feeling like it's out of your control or feeling like you don't have a choice. This is you creating your luck, Libra. You got this. I believe in you. All right. Let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. At this time, Libra, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice big breath in. Hold it for as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and the forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, your animal could fly high in the sky or maybe swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that you currently have by your side or at your home, or maybe an animal that's recently crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Libra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video to be entered into the giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of the month and post right back here on the channel. So be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. All right, Libra, your first card out, we have Flamingo, card 26. Some of you may be born on the 26th. You may be 40, 41, or 45 years old. Now, Flamingo reminds you to embrace the in-between. And I'm getting a message about this. The message has to do with emotional well-being and material wealth. Find the balance between emotional well-being and spiritual well-being as well, and material wealth. So finding that balance between the spiritual and physical, but also going through this transitionary period, the shift, the fork in the road. You can cross this bridge, and you can embrace it. And embrace versus resist is going to make all the difference in the world, okay? Embrace versus resist. When we resist the path, it's like trying to grab a horse and make him go across the river. But if we just, maybe flow forward, that horse is gonna, trust. If you've built trust up with yourself, I feel like all you need to do is walk across that river and that horse is going to follow you instead of forcing it, right? So pay attention to what you are embracing and what you are resisting, Libra. We have Nightingale. Love is all around. Love is in the air. Love for what you do. People may be admiring you. And I mean, with this glow up energy, this is very Venusian. You are ruled by Venus. I feel like there is a big energy of love and gratitude. I mean, 10 of Cups after all is feeling the love, feeling the support, feeling community, just feeling those higher vibrational frequencies, and you are in it. So beautiful energy with the Nightingale. We have 10 to the small things, Mouse Spirit. This has to do with scheduling and planning and organizing. And we talk about that here in your reading. So make sure that you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. I feel like you do that anyway, being very, planned, organized, and, on top of your game. But I feel like there could be a couple of other things that tend to maybe slide by if you lose focus. Okay, lose focus. Also, staying present is going to be very beneficial. And I feel like the mouse is saying stay present. And lastly here, we have the parrot, and it does say watch your words. Okay, watch your words, because words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. And our words have the power to influence, and they have the power to damage, right? And I'm also getting keep your word. Keep your word. If you tell someone something in the month of October, make sure you're following up. If it's something that you're not able to achieve, but perhaps that perfectionism or that people-pleasing tendency of yours tends to say yes, when you already know you're crunched for time, or you're going to hit a deadline, or you may not be able to keep your word, then don't tell someone that you are, okay? I also am getting other people's words. So if other people may have been short with you, I feel like, again, there could be some sort of an apology or conflict resolution through communication here. So be mindful of words. All right, Libra, last but not least, let's get some final messages from your spiritual team. What does Libra need to know at this time? Let go, let flow. Control. For the most part, control is an illusion. We can't control other people, places, and things, but we can control how we respond to them. What if everything that feels out of control is unfolding for your highest growth? What lesson is here for you to learn about yourself? So there's another message around control. Listen to a guided meditation for 5 minutes. Breathe. Then list all the things you can control. Hint: you can only control yourself, your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions. Your mantra, for those of you that struggle with control, this is something I'd love for you to incorporate into your daily spiritual practice or routine, is this mantra: I am fully supported. I can let go of worry and trust life. Okay, beautiful. We have meet the universe halfway. Are you willing to say yes to your best life? Are you willing to put down the excuses? It may feel uncomfortable doing something unknown. It is so, so worth it, Libra. Trust in the unseen. There is something magical waiting for you. Magic is quite literally waiting with the magician, right? The magician spells magic. Words are magic as well. It says, when you meet the universe halfway, it will support you and fill in the other half. Do not worry about the hows. Leave that to the universe. Take a risk and take one small step in the direction of your dreams. Courage is bravery. There is magic in the unknown. So that goes hand in hand with your reading here as well. We have rise and shine. It's your time to shine your light. Massive glow up here for you, Libra. When you shine your light and rise into your full power, you allow others to do the same. You are not born to be like others. You were born to be you. No one is perfect. Perfectionism, ding, 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 right? No one is perfect. Let that idea go. It's time to put yourself out there in the world. Take a risk. Be fully yourself. No more holding back. Stand up. Speak up. Shine, baby, shine. I am divinely made. I am imperfectly perfect. Today, I step fully into my divine self. You have take a leap, Don't wait a second longer to do the thing or to take that action on your dream. You are ready now. There will never be a perfect time. Create your own time. Jump in and take the big scary leap. Create the time now to do what has been calling you. Get out your calendar. Actually schedule this in. You can do it. We talk about the calendar. We talk about, time management and organizational skills. Write it in your calendar now to make time towards your dreams, because otherwise, it fills up. That's something I started to do in January even, is plan my trips or, take a look at events throughout the year so I'd have it in my calendar. Otherwise, the first of the month creeps up and our calendars are full and we're like, wait a second, I really wanted to go to that concert, or, I had that wedding, or I wanted to take a trip, whatever it may be. Schedule it in now and then work the rest of it around it. Okay, your dreams are important. Don't put them off on the back burner. I was made for this. I am ready now. And last but not least, your final message. I'm just loving how this all goes synchronistically with your reading, but you have gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest forms of self-care. It raises our vibration and shifts our energy. Name 3 things that make you smile. Make this a visceral exercise. What do each of these things smell like? What do they feel like? And what does it taste like? I am grateful for this experience. I am full of greatness. I am surrounded by beauty and I am fully supported. Gratitude. That is what I have for you, Libra. October 2024, power month for you, glow up month. Don't be afraid to shine your light. If this reading resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. It certainly helps build our soul tribe, which I'm so grateful for. And again, drop your power animals in the comment section below if you haven't already. And thank you so very much for being here. Thumbs up if you liked it. Share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell. Lots and lots of love to you, Libra.